Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney. And President Biden banned non-competes. Do you like my Macaulay Culkin? Yeah, no, he didn't. That's a bad headline. Reporters are not the greatest at reporting legal news. What he is doing, what he is talking about, is thinking about asking the FTC to take action on non-competes. Does the FTC have power to take action banning non-competes? Probably not. They could maybe promulgate some rules about non-competes, but non-compete regulation has generally been left to the states. So all these headlines saying Biden signaling he'll be banning non-competes nationwide, nope, probably not. I mean, certainly, even if he did, that would almost certainly be challenged by businesses, and I think it would be found to be an overstepping of the FTC's powers. So, this is all very unlikely. Now, do I think that the idea of breaking down non-competes and using that as a means to empower workers is a good idea? I do. And I enjoy that President Biden is initiating that conversation. I think he's doing it kind of as a way to hide from all the campaign promises that he's, dodging. Like, while he doubles the police budget during the defund police movement, right? And refuses to return the calls to BLM. While he's doing all that, he's like, but I'll give you this one progressive talking point. Because it's easy to say that when you don't actually have the power to do it, because you're not a legislative body, you're just the president, and you're making an executive order to direct an agency that probably doesn't have this power to do a thing they're probably not going to do. But why be cynical? Do I think some benefits will come of this? Yeah, I do. Absolutely do. I think that you're going to have a lot more conversations about states looking at states like California and North Dakota that have actually banned non-competes, and looking at those and saying, hey, the free market's pretty good at figuring out wages for high-skill workers. And we can low-skill workers or workers in dangerous jobs with low barriers to entry. I would argue the market doesn't do the best job of pricing in things like the risk of dying or being maimed at your job, especially when there's huge, like if you're a warehouse worker and there's huge populations of people all, working for a huge pool of jobs, you probably don't have the same leverage that, maybe a high-end creative or a high-end coder might bring to the game, right? So listen, I think non-competes, they limit the leverage of high-end, high-skill, high-earning talent, right? And I think that those positions should be exposed to the market, because the market is going to be the best means of getting those people the best compensation packages, right? When they're able to leverage their skills, their abilities, their judgment, their creative energy, and play employers off one another and not be bound by non-competes, that's going to be amazing. Now, there's a reason that generally like a warehouse worker is not going to face a non-compete. Does Amazon care if you go work for somebody else's warehouse? Probably not. Probably they don't care. So it's, and there's other protections that have to be in place for those workers, because they don't come to the marketplace with the same leverage or even the same market share, right? Like if you've got 10 creatives in the world who can really do an amazing job directing some video content for you, well, that's amazing. Those 10 people have incredible power in the market, and if they were subject to a non-compete, that would be disastrous in terms of driving down wages. But if they're not subject to a non-compete, then all 10 of them get to offer you a quote, and you hire the one that you can afford, or that you want to work with most, or that you think, is going to do the best job, whatever it is, and the wages go up. Wages going up, very important, because tax revenue going down, right? The feds, a lot of the coastal states are in really bad places post-COVID. Maybe we're facing runaway inflation, maybe we're not. In any case, we're definitely facing inflation. And we're facing a lot of people fleeing the coastal states, going to live in cheaper states with lower taxes. And that's a huge problem, because those coastal states don't have tax revenue from the people who fled them, and that's going to leave a mark, right? So there's a lot of reasons why these states should be addressing these non-competes. There's a lot of reasons why the feds should be addressing non-competes. I don't really think they are. Maybe I'm wrong. Listen, maybe I'm cynical. Biden said a lot of things, promised a lot of things to a lot of people. I don't really see any of it except pulling out of Afghanistan. That's something. I think that's one promise delivered. It's better than no promises delivered. Anyways, I think this is great. I think it's great that we're all talking about it. I think it's great that people are going to be pushing against the non-competes in their contracts. I think it should be the future of employment law that, without serious trade secrets and serious reasons why a non-compete would be appropriate, they should not be allowed. And I will be cheering for the day that that becomes the law. In the meantime, read more than a headline. Headlines are lies, almost always. If this video did help you, consider liking and subscribing. It helps me to help more people just like you.